So before we start talking baseball, I want to mention that today is Memorial Day, and to every single person that has ever served or has ever lost someone in the military, I just wanted to go ahead and say thank you for your service. I'm going to go ahead and put up Mike Trout's tweet right now because honestly, I could have not said it any better myself. So these videos are not possible without you guys, and just the way that we live on a daily basis, it's not possible without every single person that has ever served. Thank you for your service. What's going on, everyone? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another MLB recap. Today is Memorial Day, so I'm not going to waste any time with some cheesy intro with self-promotion. Just remember that baseball is always secondary. The first game I want to bring up is the Diamondbacks versus the Cardinals because it is party time in Arizona. Finally ended their 13-game losing streak. Dylan Carlson, for a moment I was thinking, oh no, the Diamondbacks are about to lose 14 straight, but Ketel Marte, he is back and he is healthy. He ties it up on a 460-foot home run, and then he drives in 2 more RBIs later on in the game. Matt Peacock, the starter for the Diamondbacks, he goes 6 very solid innings, only allows 2 earned runs and doesn't walk anyone. The Diamondbacks go off for a few more runs and they end up with 9 total, and like I mentioned, that 13-game losing streak, it's broken. If you guys did not know, Cole Irvin, the starting pitcher for the A's yesterday, he is from Anaheim, so he's facing his hometown team, but in Oakland. Jared Walsh, he doesn't care about all that mushy stuff. He hits an absolute missile for his 12th home run of the season. You have David Fletcher coming in for 2 RBIs on this double, and then the goose is loose. Phil Gosselin, he comes in with an RBI of his own. Quintana, he was all right. He's not having a fantastic 2021. I kind of called it because he wasn't that great for Chicago. Suarez comes in for 3 no-hit innings for the Angels, and then Raisel Iglesias, Iggy, he comes in for the save as Jose Rojas in left field makes a pretty cool catch. We have the Giants versus the Dodgers. Ooh, we had some controversy. We'll talk about that after the highlights. The Giants are now on a 3-game winning streak and just a half game back of the Padres. The Padres did lose yesterday, but we'll talk about that in just a moment. Mauricio Dubon homers, and when he was crossing home, he did the Trevor Bauer sword celebration, and that's where the controversy comes into play. Austin Slater, he has 12 home runs and a 131 OPS plus in his last 76 games, so he is quietly one of the more underrated players in Major League Baseball. Kevin Gausman, geez, in his last 130 innings, he has a combined 2.42 ERA, a 2.6 FIP, so he was amazing yesterday against the Dodgers. You have Max Muncy coming in to raise his OPS plus to 182 in 2021. That was his 100th career home run, and then Albert Pujols, he has 570 more than Max Muncy. That was career home run 670, but again, the Giants, they escape with a 5-4 victory. And after the game, Trevor Bauer was kind of like, yo, you're not doing it right. If you're going to do the sword celebration, you have to do it against me, Trevor Bauer, who created the sword celebration. And a lot of fans were pushing back like, hey, you don't own the celebration, and I kind of understand that. It's against the team that you're on, so it's kind of a dig at you. I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I'm perfectly okay with Dubon doing that at home, but then Trevor was like, hey, maybe there should be a matchup. Whoever wins gets to keep the celebration. I would just say, just go have fun. Christmas came early for Cleveland fans in this doubleheader versus the Blue Jays, but in game number 1, it was all Blue Jays. Some terrible defense from Cleveland. This allows the Jays to kind of break it open, and then Teoscar as well as Rowdy Tellez, they both hit a home run. Stripling, because it was 7 innings, the fact that he went 5 and only allowed 1 earned run on 2 base hits, I mean, they were going to win that game. Jordan Romano comes in and shuts it down for the save. So the Blue Jays, they win the series. It doesn't even really matter what happens in game number 3. They were supposed to win, but unfortunately Tyler Chatwood put the walk-in walk-off, so Matz was really good until the 6th inning. But then again, I don't know what the manager of the Blue Jays was doing. Montoyo, I believe that is his name. Tyler Chatwood is going to be forever a Cleveland legend. Thank you so much for the 5 walks, again putting the walk-in walk-off. A lot of Blue Jays fans were not happy on Twitter. They said that Cleveland got lucky. We absolutely did. Chatwood should have been taken out. He shouldn't have even come in the final inning. I mean, I don't know what Montoyo was doing. I can't believe I'm saying this, but the Tigers just swept the New York Yankees, and according to John Boy, I love John Boy, but I mean, he once upon a time said that if you were swept by the Tigers, you were not a playoff team. So by John Boy's own admission, which the Tigers posted on their Twitter, they were clowning on him a little bit, and John Boy was taking it in stride. But according to John Boy, the Yankees are not a playoff team, as Nomar Mazara, these 2 RBIs really helped the Tigers kickstart the offense, and then Gleyber Torres kind of breaks the game open, and he was not happy with himself. He went insane. He went absolutely crazy, like Brian Wilson back when he was with the Giants, or maybe it was the Dodgers, I can't remember, when he was smashing water coolers. He is not happy with the way that his glove has panned out to begin the season. Tariq Skubal, he goes 6 innings, does not allow a single earned run, racks up 8 strikeouts, and Aaron Judge, he strikes out with the bases loaded, and like I mentioned, the Tigers took advantage of this moment. They clowned on John Boy as well as the entire Yankees fanboys with a sweep gif. I mean, that's good stuff. Avisail Garcia is ending May as one of the better hitters in baseball, at least in the month of May. On this home run, he now has 7 home runs, 20 RBIs, and a 949 OPS in the month of May. You have Juan Soto not really vibing with the home plate umpire, and I have to give him the benefit of the doubt. Every single ball in this at-bat was called a strike by the home plate umpire. And then unfortunately, someone got ejected for the Nationals, and it was really just all Brewers from there because Brandon Woodruff, he is disgusting. 7 shutout innings, has 10 strikeouts in his last 10 starts. Let me just go ahead and say this very slowly so you guys can understand what I'm about to say. In his last 10 starts combined, he has given up 7 earned runs. That is almost impossible to do. He has been stupid good. And then Omar Narvaez comes in for an insurance run, and Josh Hader shuts it down for his 12th save of the season. The Brewers staff is just electric. Speaking of electric, Mike Zunino on his 12th home run of the year. He hit this ball 116 miles an hour. So even though he has a 222 batting average, his 155 OPS plus means that he is 55% better than the average hitter. So again, I plead you guys, stop just looking at batting average. There's so much more to being a professional hitter than just hitting 280 and having that justify your big league success. Brett Phillips comes in on his birthday and hits a home run. The Phillies kind of turn into a little league team as the Rays win their 4th consecutive game in a row. And in their last 16 games, they have won 15 of them. I mean, before the season, I was saying that the Rays did not have a good offseason because they lost Charlie Morton and they traded away Blake Snell, but I didn't realize that they had a lot of amazing pitching prospects. So Josh Fleming, he's been fantastic as well. So to all you Rays fans who are clowning on me in the offseason, +1 to Rays fans. I mean, we still gotta wait for the postseason, but for right now, the Rays are playing out of their minds. I didn't realize how important Ty France was to the Mariners until he was out of the lineup for the last few weeks, and yesterday, he showed just how important he is to that squad. He drives in an RBI on a double and then drives in 2 more in the 3rd inning. As Kyle Seager, apparently he wants to be a professional golfer. He showed off his Phil Mickelson swing right here, and he golfed a pitch for a home run. Yusei Kikuchi was cruising 5 no-hit innings, and then in the 6th, he gives up a base hit, and then my friend Joey Gallo hits his 9th home run of the season, but it didn't matter because Kenyon Middleton, he came in and he got the save for the Mariners. Billy Hamilton is doing his best Yoan Moncada impression because they're both switch hitters, but Moncada is known for having power. Billy Hamilton is not. In back-to-back games, Billy Hamilton goes yard. Lucas Giolito, he gets into some trouble with a bases-loaded jam, but he gets a strikeout for the 2nd out, and then he gets the hitter to pop up to his catcher, so he escapes that jam. Nick Madrigal, he has an RBI triple. We're going to talk about him in just a moment. Yoan Moncada then drives him in, and Liam Hendricks with an AL leading 13th save. He has been so good out of the pen. That was a fantastic signing for the White Sox. But Nick Madrigal, they call him Nicky Two Strikes. In 75 Major League games combined, he has only struck out 12 times. I mean, he is literally the second coming of Ichiro, Tony Gwynn. He is the only person in baseball that is doing this. I mean, obviously, Ichiro and Tony Gwynn are some of the greatest contact hitters of all time, so I'm not trying to say that Nick Madrigal is the next one of those guys, but in an era where everyone is striking out, Nick Madrigal, he's breaking the mold. I was about to upload today's video when I realized I didn't even talk about the Royals or the Astros game. So the Royals, they go off for 4 runs in the 5th inning. Brad Keller was pretty good. I do want to shout out Rob Refschneider, the 30-year-old who's never played center field, making a fantastic catch. Hunter Dozier with the icing on the cake, a 2nd deck home run. The Royals win 6-3 or 4, something like that. Kyle Tucker has been a stud since the beginning of 2020. He's a man on a mission. Aledmus Diaz drives in 2 more RBIs off Blake Snell. Blake Snell's Sierra suggests that he is going to get better as the season progresses, but unfortunately he was torched yesterday. Zach Greinke was really good. He goes 8 innings and saves the Astros bullpen, and then you have Scrub coming in and getting the save. He's not a scrub. And then the final 2 games from yesterday, we have some National League games. The Reds beat the Cubs 5-1 yesterday. Tucker Barnhart, he got hit by a pitch with the bases loaded after Tyler Naquin drove in the first run of the game on a sac fly. Jonathan India, he turned on the burners for this infield single. Al Farmer Farmer with a fantastic play over at shortstop. He shows off the range, and then Eugenio Suarez already has 12 home runs on the year, so he is bouncing back after a really bad 2020. Tyler Mahle was perfect through 4 innings, and then he gave up a walk as well as a hit. I think that kind of just made him angry, so he settles back in, and they snap the Cubs' 6-game winning streak. And then last but not least, the poor Pittsburgh Pirates. I thought that they were going to win this game because Adam Frazier, he drives in an RBI, and he has been a monster. 68 base hits. That leads all of Major League Baseball. He has a 141 OPS plus. Chuck Nasty, he ties up the game on an RBI triple. The Pirates reclaim the lead in the 4th inning because Chase DeYoung was really good. He was making his 21 debut, 5 innings, only allows 1 earned run. But then Richard Rodriguez, who to be honest has been fairly good for the Pirates out of the closing position, he implodes, and Chuck Nasty kind of delivers. And yeah, the Rockies, they went on the road. Go figure. All right, everyone, well, that does it for today's MLB recap. Thank you all so much for watching. And again, if you have ever served in the military or ever lost someone, my heart goes out to you. But I do want to mention that it is very much appreciated. We respect the absolute heck out of anyone that has ever served. And thank you for allowing us and myself to live the life that we do. And to end today's video, because we didn't do it yesterday, let's go ahead and show this day in MLB history. Stay safe, everyone.
And Ramirez puts that one in the air. Right center field, way back, goodbye, welcome to the 500 club, Manny Ramirez.
Well, so typical of Manny Ramirez. Everybody said what really brings him a notch ahead of everybody else.